The sixth plenary meeting is resumed. Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Mr. Secretary General of the United Nations, ladies and gentlemen, at the 75th anniversary of the United Nations in 2020, Member States issued a call to action. Guided by the United Nations Charter, it was a call to better respond to current and future challenges, to reinvigorate multilateralism, and to strengthen international cooperation towards those ends. Today, the Summit of the Future and its outcome document, the Pact of the Future, has answered this call. The Pact for the Future, together with its annexes, the Global Digital Compact, and the Declaration on Future Generations, adopted yesterday, set us on a stronger course of transformation. Together, they outline commitments to accelerate progress across the Sustainable Development Goals and usher in a future that is more peaceful, just, and resilient. I congratulate Member States for working with focus and solidarity over the last 2 years to meet this historic milestone on the road to a more effective and inclusive international cooperation. Our work does not end here. In fact, it begins anew. The Summit of the Future is a major step in our continuum of efforts to deliver faster and smarter on the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the Addis Ababa Action Agenda, and the Paris Agreement on Climate Change, amongst others. And it must propel our collective ability to deliver well in the future, including at the third United Nations Conference on Landlocked Developing Countries in December, the fourth Financing for Development Conference in July 2025, and the second World Summit for Social Development in November 2025. Throughout, the stakeholder support and ownership of implementation will be critical to sustaining action at national and regional levels. It is my sincere hope that the views and ideas exchanged during the summit will inspire further initiatives in your respective countries and regions, as well as here at the United Nations. As we close the Summit of the Future, I urge all member states to continue to push for decisive action and to create meaningful progress. We must never lose sight of the lives already lost under the weight of poverty, hunger, and want. We also must never lose sight of those still suffering amid the torrents of conflict, violence, and deprivation. And finally, we must never lose sight of those future generations to whom we owe our best efforts to create a world that uplifts and empowers all of humanity, leaving no one behind. I thank you. I declare closed the Summit of the Future. The General Assembly has thus concluded this stage of its consideration of Agenda Item 123. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
fantastic beginning of a man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.